Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fun match which I had in World of Warships. This time we are taking out my favorite dockyard ship, Odin. Okay, so fun thing, you can obviously see that the match is already going on because, well, I kind of pressed start of the battle and then I was doing dishes and it took me like a bit of a time to get back to the computer, so don't be like me. And because I have multiple screens, I could not have refused, and I think on like one of the screens I was watching Kitchen Nightmares or something like this. But anyhow, Odin, right? So this is my favorite dockyard ship until today. I have achieved Odin, Anchorage, Hizen, and even the ZF6, and some of these are already featured on the channel. I think I did the review for the ZF6. I'm gonna try to link you the video in the description or just in the upper right corner. But anyhow, this is a slightly adjusted Scharnhorst. And Scharnhorst is a tier 7 premium battleship for the German nation. And Odin is tier 8, and it has certain changes to it, but the armament is the same. And you will find out that, well, lots of the German ships are actually functioning better against cruisers. Like, for example, here we see that the Riga is shooting at me, but I'm quite sure I was trying to skip a commercial for the Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube on the other screen, which is why he was able to keep shooting at me. And it took me like until now to realize that, hey, something is happening and I should pay attention. So, of course, because this is a German battleship, I still have it set up for secondaries, and the Kagero here is in a really bad spot. I was quite sure he was gonna try to sneak up on the A point and try to provide support, but because I came out of nowhere, yeah, he had really bad time there. So popping Hydro definitely did help me try to prevent taking in those torpedoes, and because I wasn't sure what the destroyer would do, I launched the torpedoes and he must have saw them, so he actually landed against the island, which stopped him. And being this close, even popping smoke did not help really much, and I was already getting ready to swap the shells to the HE type, but because I do have the secondary build installed and even the captain is actually being set up to have skills that support that, here we get our first kill. So here I'm trying to focus on the Riga because I see that our allies are somehow being able to hold the enemy. Now I will try to keep on providing support, but I will have to reposition myself so that my broadside is of course not exposed. And this is the beauty of the ship. Even though I have like a primary target set up for the secondaries, because they are spread all over the ship and not just like force or focus on one broadside or the other broadside of the vessel, like for example some of the American ships have. Like if you would take Georgia or Massachusetts or Ohio now, you would be able to see that most of the secondaries are on one side. These ships, starting from Gneisenau to Scharnhorst to Odin and such, they have this widespread of the secondaries, so you might be able to utilize the update, which now allows you to of course hit multiple targets with them. Now unfortunately you can still see that there's this weird arc of the shells which they need to traverse, but trying to support our flank here as the enemy is pushing on the 8 point, I'm trying to focus on the Izumo, but I had to swap the shell type because I was still firing HE, and you can deal some decent damage with the German battleships, but your primary focus should actually be the cruisers, not the battleships. So this is gonna be the only kill which I get with the primary armament during this match. Fun spoiler there, if you don't know from the thumbnail what the result of this match is gonna be, well then this is the only kill which I don't get with the secondaries, which was really interesting for me which is why I really wanted to feature the match on the channel, because I did not have that much luck with the secondaries as of late. Especially if you go in the higher tiers where everyone is popping smoke right now, it's kind of really difficult to try and manage. But as you can see, we are slightly winning. Enemy has lost cruisers, destroyer, battleships, and that means that they have only one last battleship, 3 destroyers, and 2 cruisers. And I'm trying to actually contest the sea point in order to help our team get even more points. And because I do see the destroyer over there, I'm swapping the AP for the HE rounds, and here I'm gonna try to hit the venom through the island, but unfortunately the dispersion RNG was just too damn awful. So instead, of course, the secondaries did the job for me. God, I sometimes really love this, because before the 0.10 patch, the secondaries were much more deadlier, and quite a lot of times, even if both of your sides were not able to shoot at the same time, when I, for example, had Palmer or some of these other ships, even if like 5 ships were shooting at one enemy, those couple of tiny shells which were able to land in between the enemy bombardment were able to get me the secondary kill. So I have a lot of the secondary kills, especially thanks to the German battle tree. But man, this was really, like, I was thinking maybe I have fixed the secondaries for World of Warships or something on this match. It was a lot of fun. So here we have York. This is a German cruiser. Now, they do have torpedoes, so I have to be careful. And I still had the HE loaded, but because I started to see that he was turning around, I was well aware that he would be launching torpedoes, so I had to turn into him. And here is where like the biggest facepalm of the entire match happens, as I swapped to the AP rounds, and here I was really shocked that I did not get a single penetration. So that was really hilarious, but unfortunately he was able to land a couple of torpedoes into me. But here is where I got another secondary kill. And here we see that the Riga is taking quite the punishment, soon dying, and that is leaving only Yogumo as the only remaining target close to me. So since I switched back to the AP rounds, I had to fire because I was trying to get the kill, but it wasn't the actual primary armament which dealt the killing blow, it was the secondaries which did it. And from the end screen you can see here that I did achieve quite a lot of points and a lot of things. For 100 secondary hits to get 4 kills, that means like every 25th round which landed I got a kill. So this was one of the funniest Krakens I have ever achieved. So let me know if you had any fun experience lately with secondary builds. Of course, there are other nations which do work well with secondaries. For example, French nation, they do have some really nice secondaries, and also certain Italian ships can pull the secondary build too, but I do tend to stick with the Germans when it comes to the secondaries. So that's gonna be it. For more fun World of Warship content, check out the link in the video's description. It will lead you to the channel itself. And just for more fun content in general, consider subscribing, as if I come across fun matches like these, I try to publish them on the channel. As you are able to see, I was playing this a bit late, and yeah, I came like from the gym, and I tried to do some of those dishes and tried to watch Kitchen Nightmares, and it ended up working really well. So this was a really fun match, and yeah, hopefully I will see you in the comments, and you can let me know how your secondary experience is going, or if you do not play secondaries at all, let me know which class do you prefer. I usually tend to go with battleships than with cruisers. I used to play carriers, but I just hate the update which has totally effed up the rocket squadron, so I don't play them that much, which is gonna be interesting if we get another Dockyard event where there are these ridiculous quests and missions and combat missions which you need to do, where you have to deal like 800,000 damage, and yeah, it's just gonna be really funny to see. But anyhow, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you in the comments or at the next one. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there, and bye bye for now.